It's GALIO.
Oh, production team, that was mean. GALIO, of course, incredibly strong, both with the Jarvan, and works really well into the Arise to mitigate. But I am so worried that this counter pick is now going to lose, and it seems like, see, it doesn't work. We're not going to pick it anymore. But
we listened to Chronicler, and he was looking pretty good once again as we jump into game number 2.
Actually, do you think the Malphite helps a lot? Because if you look at the T1 composition last time around, we saw that Keen actually wasn't that tanky, right? Had issues with actually staying alive through the amount of lethality and through Guma. Now, a 5-6 item Jinx is going to shred through everyone eventually. But Zeus's impact should considerably be neutered by the fact that Keen, both with his passive and the amount of armor that Malphite naturally gets, is going to be able to tank so much more of those shock blasts. Keria feeling a little cheesy here, setting up his luxury chair.
He's going to ward back, as I think Keen is trying to tell you something, Chronicler. Getting a lot of voice lines there from the Malphite.
He's finally here, Valdez. I can't believe it.
We called for this yesterday.
Yeah, we've been calling for it for weeks.
As soon as yesterday, but as early as the beginning of the split. So, yeah, will the Jace finally feel some fear in a lane? Has yet to be seen. It's still Zeus on Jace, who has looked just the most solid.
Rock solid?
Maybe. Yes.
Or are you going to go there?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
I'm sorry, Valdez. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. We finish each other's sandwiches and sentences.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, man. Let's take a look here. Actually, it's Faker's first time playing GALIO this season. And the first time here for Keria to show us the Renata Glask. Curious to see how OP he can make this look. That's actually what I'm most excited about in this game.
Is that just a Boris brew?
Singe.
Oh, that actually, it's probably true.
Yeah, I actually have no idea, but I just thought
I think it's perfect.
I just put in a solid guess, you know?
You mean Singe from Arcane, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Gotcha.
I just wanted to make sure.
Look at the amount of focus Owner is putting on the bottom side. This is just picture perfect, should be first blood, as they will hand that over to Keria. No vision in the brushes. You're going for an engage when you have no prio. You don't know where the enemy jungler is. And you're going to get punished. Owner was down here before after his first clear. Went for another clear, went down here again. He definitely can, and he probably should. And looks like he is pulling the wave right now. Very nicely done. So top lane going pretty well, right? They have vision here. This is going to roll all the way down the top lane. We had different ideas for how that was. The sound for when it hits the Jace.
You get more of a downbeat type of noise.
I was going for the bop.
I like it.
It's big rotation down here to the bottom side here from the side of Keria, especially. Just going to put down a ward, walk through mid. It's a nice little handshake down. They're looking to go on to Fate, but 2 supports being here means that nobody is actually going to take critical damage. Nice little chunk onto Fate as T1 know this is happening. Owner is making his way now towards the Rift Heralds. You have this Hero's entrance and Zeus from the top side. We'll see if they go for this big engage onto the enemy jungle as Owner goes down. Huge play comes in as Faker incredibly tanky for now. They don't quite have the damage to take him down as Zeus is going to pick up the Rift Herald out of all of that. As Keria is going to go down. Really nice flash in here from Hoyt, but Faker will flash to stay alive.
In the end, favorable trades and kills, but again, T1, there's always that one sneaky member. Last time around it was Keria, this time around it's Zeus that says, nope, that's my Herald. Did get a little bit of a Malphite moment there, which made me very happy. Owner unable to flash out of that. Nicely done by Keen. The issue, of course, is that even with the kills going over, it's T1 that gets the favorable end of the trade. And not something to look at.
Oh, Keen gets dunked on. Zeus is just going to back, and yeah, there's a shoot down. Yeah, so you are going to go down. So Elm is at least able to take the kill back.
Exactly enough for the combo, so
yeah,
really well piloted by Zeus. Yeah, that's the unfortunate reality of the situation, is that even with them winning that fight, the overall trade, not in their favor.
Oh, Owner knocked up. He will have to flash out of that one, but don't let that distract you from what's actually going on in this game. We are going to have the Rift, the Realm War potentially down to the bottom side, but no, Owner will survive, and even carry on Owner moving back in with Faker, looking to turn this one around as LM gets the engage onto Guma. Doesn't have a Tom Kent this time around. Gonna have to Gale Force away as the Renato comes out and dunks on that one. But a huge Moonlight Missile from Teddy again. Gives me flashbacks to game one. At the end of the day, T1 will lose 2 for only the 1 on the Kwangdong Freaks.
Favorable trade this time around. Nicely done. Warden's Mill now done for Keen. They're still playing very aggressive. And that was a really nice trade. Follow value still quite large. It's Guma.
He's in a lot of trouble, but pretty much perfect choppers. Still not going to matter too much. Looking for the takedown, but he will not find one. And he gets taken out a bit too far down the lane without a Tompkins, without a flash. And there's a rise on the enemy team. So a bit of a whoopsie there.
And we do see why Kwangdong is paying this much priority, placing this much importance on that rise pick. They utilize it incredibly well. And they're able to get themselves into a very similar position to last time around. I wonder whether we're going to see an actual fight here. You see that flank ward.
Keen, he's going to have to use it now if he's going to go for it. There it is.
Oh boy.
Here comes the engage, and that back line doesn't have many flashes. The smite goes the way of Elam as well, as Keen is going to get the knockup on the Zeus, it looks like, as he's trying to run away. And in the fight here, Elam pretty low, but the Crescent Guard keeps him alive. Huge Moonlight Vigil again, as T1 are on the run. They are going to get nearly completely wiped out here. Keria has to flash away as Faker gets the taunt. Nice little turnaround, actually. Faker going to pick up that kill. So at least they get the one thing, but Kwangdong Freaks sweep them up on the fight.
A little bit of miscommunication there in the end from Kwangdong, and man, Keen still resolve. I thought he was going to go for a multi-man ult. Just went for Zeus, was able to pick him up. And most importantly, the overall fight being won here by Kwangdong. That's 2 turrets, thanks to Shirley being extremely helpful. And now Kwangdong, a small gold lead, but a gold lead nonetheless. With a really nice deep flank there. A lot of ultimates being.
Where do we land after this? It was only the second Rift Herald, but now Kwangdong looking for a little bit more. Owner in the wings. Bit of a 3-on-3, but with Galio nearby. Could have turned into a little bit more. You can see T1 trying to bait it out a little bit. They even got Guma up here as well. As the ultimate will come in, and Elam, ooh, just barely going to avoid that.
Max flashing.
And I feel like Kwangdong, you know, they kind of get screwed by the double Mountain Soul once again, because game number 1, they had position early mid. They had all the Drakes here essentially for free into their pockets. And again here in game 2, it's like, yeah, I mean, you can take the Cloud Soul. T1 doesn't seem to care about that. They will prioritize other objectives on the map.
Unfortunate situation if this is a Mountain Soul. If this is a Hextech Soul, it's a completely different game. Imagine Mountain Soul with Malphite into the T1 comp. Running down Fade.
T1 really forcing this one. Get a bunch of damage on a Fade. Here comes a TP. Owner is Jarvan, so he just gets out of there, but the Realm Warp will not be taken. And so TP down now on Keen. It's going to make T1 feel a bit more comfortable about those flank Malphite engages.
Still looking. It's Kwangdong, but not going to end up going with Fade teleporting to bot. Going to
his real class skits. Definitely take a look at those. As we are going to have Zeus going pretty hard in there onto Fate, and he is going to get punished big time. No vision in the river, and he gets shut down by Elam here.
Oh, well spotted. So
Malphite very comfortably just stacks armor in this game.
Oh yeah.
It's not a very mixed damage profile here from T1. Just hoping that Galio can do any sort of damage in this. KWANGDONG, too much pressure. T1 has grouped up right now, though. They are going for a little bit of an engage from Owner. Not going to commit to that one just yet.
Crucially here, Summoner's up for T1. Flash on everyone. That does mean that Keen either is gonna find an angle or gotta be a really good solo flat from Hoyt. Makes it a lot harder. Guma, key member here. Saves your surplus, hurt still, so he's able to land multiple of those. It's gonna be a better setup for T1. So KWANGDONG, they can't hesitate for too long. They gotta pull the trigger eventually. That's why their complex sells.
Look at the position here of Keen. Trying to be marked by KDF, but you got to be careful about that. The Solar Flare onto Zeus. Where's the follow-up? In goes Zellum. Fate is trying to extend onto that as the ult goes into the back line, and that Malphite value gets in there. You can see now with no Jinx, there is not much damage here on the side of T1. KWANGDONG Freaks able to clean them up once again.
Oh, and they're continuing here. I don't know if they actually can get a lot done here. Keen's just tanking the turret. He doesn't care.
I mean, look at this. This is just ridiculous. The Malphite does not care about your turret. There's maybe a little bit of snipe action here from Teddy. Doesn't seem to be enough damage, though. But still a massive win in the team fight once again here to the KWANGDONG Freaks.
The equation changes once again, but right now, KWANGDONG incredibly strong.
Yeah, and their comp loves to be ahead, right? You just get to do stuff like this. You deny vision, but they run straight into Renata. Not much of a turn there from T1 at this point in time, as UC taking a huge amount of damage. Zeus getting pretty low as well. The Gale Force used. Teddy is in the Cataclysm. Do they have the damage, though? A huge Hero's Entrance comes in from FAKER, and now Teddy is down. As you see, the Realm Warp comes in, but the taunt is not going to hit Fate. And so the two of them do get out alive. FAKER, he once more. Teleport is coming in. But they're not going to be able to take any other champions down.
Oh, a little bit of a step forward with one of your strongest teamfight elements gone. I think it's not necessary to go that deep. Now, Infinity Edge finish for Teddy.
They spot Hoyt here. Just going to hit him with a shield. A little bit of a troll maneuver there. T1, they gain a small foothold in this one. They have incredible Baron damage.
Oh, I don't know about this one.
But you're up against Rise, and you're up against an insane amount of engage. And grouping up against Malphite is not what you want.
Yeah.
I think T1, you have to get away from this one. The TP is coming in. Fate gets the flank. Keria already flashed. The Solar Flare is basically going to kill him. In goes Zellum. There's the flank onto Guma UC. He is so low. The Baron even going to go the way of KWANGDONG Freaks. T1 get desperate, and KWANGDONG shut them down. Owner on the run here. He is going to be rooted eventually. Gonna go out with a bang, but a triple kill on the backside of it too goes the way of Fate.
And for the first time in the series, KWANGDONG gained a definitive lead, actually finding themselves in a much better position as, I guess Keen dies in the 1v1, which is unfortunate. Oh, yeah.
Keen was like, what are you gonna do? And then FAKER's like, nah, I'm just gonna kill you.
Yeah, FAKER went for death caps. So
Yeah.
remember what I said about Galio not doing that much damage? Not true, doesn't matter, absolutely not!
Does not matter. FAKER's gonna try to get in there. Big taunt at the end of the day and a big knockup, but your Nexus is open, and that is going to be game 2 going into the hands of the KWANGDONG Freaks, immediately making this series a lot more interesting. They had some